My name is Kudzai Joy Gweshe. Well, personally, I have not been farming for very long. It's something that I started recently. I've done like ventures like investing in projects and things like that. I tried to do a tobacco seed bed. I've kept chickens before. And more recently, I started doing cabbage. And yeah, so right now I've got about 9,100 heads of cabbage. And I wish to diversify into other things as well. My parents are the master farmers. They're the ones who've been growing tobacco for a number of years. They do over 60 hectares a year of tobacco. And also sweet potato. We've also done a lot of sweet potato, as well as trialed chia and things like that. The farm is about 300 hectares, but about 200 of it is arable. Farming is the coolest thing ever. I mean, Zimbabwe is a largely agrarian country, with agriculture second only to mining. So with the current high unemployment rates as well, with me being a victim of that, I decided to move to farming and agriculture. My parents farm, so I figured, okay, what next? What resources do I have? And what do I feel passionately about? So farming was the next best thing. Well, my inspiration from farming comes from looking at some of these really large commercial farmers who have their processes in check, and they have their markets, they know what they're going to grow, when they're going to grow, how they're going to grow it. So I've seen things like that, and I'm inspired and encouraged to try and make my operations similar to that. In that in Zimbabwe, yes, there are a few commercial farmers, well, quite a lot of them, but a lot of the people are small-scale farmers. So I want to become big like that and to take my community with me. On a day-to-day basis, there are small operational challenges that you may face, but the large one is the climate control technology. You understand that there's climate change taking place, so irrigation and things like that. There's a need to move with the times and to do things that allow you to farm throughout the seasons, regardless of whether it's winter, summer, or whatever. So some of these things cost a bit of money, and a bit of money that I don't quite have yet. But I believe that in time, as I farm more, as I push out more produce, value addition as well, then maybe we'll be able to really scale up our operations. So that's the issue of technology, of mechanization, of access to water sometimes, but I mean, we now have what you call that thing, a center pivot, so hopefully that will be mitigated. Well, finance is critical because everything requires money for you to grow and to take things to the next level, to the next stage. So we do have a crisis of currency here in Zimbabwe, in that we do use a local currency and buy inputs most often in foreign currency. So that balance is a challenge that we face as well. So the ability to get the type of money that we need to put into our business and to really do well. Ooh, my vision is so big. Well, I see absolute and maximum capacity utilization. I see every little bit of that 230 hectares being used for something, and I see us using sustainable systems that feed into each other. For example, if there's one project, say you're keeping whatever livestock, that livestock is used for maybe energy, and then energy in turn feeds into something else. So having that is a vision of mine as well. And to be organic, to be healthy, to take things back to where it originated. So I think that's very important as well, for us to look after our soil, because that's where everything comes from. And all these some things are really draining our soil and draining our natural resources. Well, you know how Beverly Hills wasn't built in a day, hey? So Goromonzi can become the next Beverly Hills of agriculture, in that we can... My success, yes, it may stand out and be amazing, but if I don't grow with my community, I'll still be the only fancy house in an isolated community. But what if we all grow together? I think that is the most fabulous idea. And at the moment, we do work with the community in that anything we grow, for example, our main crop is tobacco, and the small-scale farmers around us also grow tobacco. So they come to us for training, capacity building. So they do that through us. So we feel somewhat responsible, the domino effect of success. I think is very important for the community. Like we had barns here, and then we built rocket barns, or assisted in the building of rocket barns, so that they too can have the infrastructure on their land and have the quality of good on their land. So it's the same with the sweet potato project. When we started doing sweet potato, we held training on the farm, and this training was open to a lot of the local community. And since then, a lot of the local community have also started growing sweet potato. So yes, I think it's important to be maybe I can't call it trend setting, but to be somewhat responsible and to assist the community to become big as well. We are by no means, the best in what we do, and we have room. We need to grow so much more. But in those little incremental growth periods, I think it's important that we take others along with us. And that would be an amazing opportunity to grow and to scale up and to improve and to maybe introduce new things, new technologies, geo mapping and all these amazing things that will make us, a state-of-the-art operation as well. So I think it's really, really important, and it means the world to me. Well, I would encourage you to just, keep up, waking up every morning and being encouraged and researching and looking into technologies. Not necessarily all technologies are applicable, but finding a tailor-made solution that works with your current environment. And to read, use Google. Google is your friend. Google will help you. Yes, and to make use of Clayton. Clayton is awesome too. Greenergreens.